però la mia acqua tu sei dentro di me, ho sete di te, mi disseto io sulle labbra tue, amore vita mi dai e sei tu che come un fuoco mi bruci nell'anima, come un angelo mi porti via. Se respiro della vita all'altra parte sei di me, se la luce dei miei occhi mi rifletto dentro te, se nel corpo la mia pelle, se mi stringi forte sai, questa vita si riaccende in ogni bacio che mi dai. Come un mantello sei, col tuo amore io sai, mi avvolge Dio, non temo niente oramai, dolce amore mio, il segreto tu sei, che mi fa vivere, amore sei tu, che come un vento mi soffi nell'anima, questa vita che vivo per te. Se respiro della vita all'altra parte sei di me, se la luce dei miei occhi mi rifletto dentro te, se nel corpo la mia pelle, se mi stringi forte sai, questa vita si riaccende in ogni bacio che mi dai. E se guardo nei tuoi occhi vedo i sogni che farò, ogni volta in questo abbraccio morirei, mille volte amore ancora mi innamorerò, lo so, sempre più io di te. Se respiro della vita all'altra parte sei di me, se la luce dei miei occhi mi rifletto dentro te, se nel corpo la mia pelle, se mi stringi forte sai, questa vita si riaccende. Se respiro della vita all'altra parte sei di me, sei la luce, mi rifletto dentro te, se nel corpo la mia pelle, se mi stringi forte sai, questa vita si riaccende in ogni bacio che mi dai. Se respiro. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, long winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Giada Valenti here in Las Vegas. I can see from the number it's going to be a quiet Giada Live today. I think everybody is celebrating because I'm going to tell you in a second. It's here for all of us here in the United States. It's a special weekend, a special week. But I see Diane Fiorentino is there, and Frank, of course, is there, and all the people from the Circle of Love are going to be there in a second. So welcome, everybody. It's 2 p.m. here in Las Vegas. The sun is shining, even though we have some clouds, which is very unusual. And where are you based? If you're here for the first time, let us know. And how is the weather where you are? I know it's 5 p.m. for you guys on the East Coast. Many people normally always on the East Coast. Good morning to the one that looking for all the way in Australia. So buongiorno a voi. And I need to say buonasera, buonanotte almost, for the people that are in Europe, because it's either 10 at night of if you are in England and are 11 o'clock, almost like to go to bed in Italy. So un saluto a tutti quelli che ci guardano dall'Italia. I also want to say hello to everybody who is welcome and welcome everybody who is watching from Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. That's where we all go live, and also to all the people that are watching from the page of Italian Living. My dear friend Richard, that allows me to go live also on the page of Italian Living when we are promoting or talking about our beautiful country of Italy, my homeland. Well, for the one of you that watch for the first time, my name is Giada Valenti. I am a singer and a songwriter. I love to do some American Sign Language, and I will talk more about that in a second. If you like the opening sound, I know sometimes you put comments over there. There was an original one that you heard. It's called Il Respiro, and you can find more of my music on Apple Music, Spotify, and Amazon. That's called Il Respiro. It's not been released yet, but I put it sometimes for countdown on my page, and I know you guys love it. Elena normally is with us, and she loves it. I see Diane. Deborah says hi. We are here together watching. Hello, Deborah. So nice that you're there with Diane. Please also for, you guys already did it. I see also Sal appearing. Please continue to like and follow and subscribe to all my page. Like my Facebook page, follow me on my YouTube, and subscribe to my YouTube. This is sign for YouTube for people that cannot hear. Today, what's happening today on the Giada Live? Well, today we will talk about Italian superstitions. I will teach you some Italian, as we do every time we do the Giada Live lately, in preparation of our trip together next year with Perillo Tours in Italy. And we learn some American Sign Language, and of course I will sing a song. Actually, I'll sing two songs for you, because it's a special day. First of all, special day because today is Memorial Day weekend. So first of all, happy Memorial Day to all my American friends. Yes, it's something we celebrate here in the United States, and for all the friends around the world that maybe are not familiar with Memorial Day is, it's always the last Monday of May, and it's the day in which we honored the men and the women who died while serving the United States military all over the world. It was originally known as Decoration Day, and it originated in the years following the Civil War, but it became an official federal holiday in the United States in 1971. And many Americans observe Memorial Day visiting cemetery, memorials, holding family gatherings, and participating to parade. And also means that tomorrow is the unofficial begin of the summer season. That's what it is. We can start wearing white. I'm wearing white, and we can wear white pants. So in sign language, Diane told me this morning, this is how we say Happy Memorial Day weekend. So this is happy, of course, we all know, right? From the happy birthday and everything, this is happy. This is memorial, we remember. And this is the sign for the week. For the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and. So weekend. So that's the sign, more sign language at the end. Of course, I've been teaching you the alphabet and everything. So tomorrow, talking about Memorial Day weekend, we also have concerts that happen. Of course, we do all barbecue here, also where we're gonna have meats and hot dogs, and we eat meats, right? And but there is also music, and music is back. Tomorrow is going to be the 32nd annual National Memorial Day concert. Yes, it may not be normal like before COVID-19, last year they skipped it all together, but it's being pre-taped, normally is live, but it will be tomorrow live on PBS from West Lawn office of the USA Capitol, the lawn of Capital States. And it's a beautiful event. If you have never seen, check your local listing on PBS. It will air Sunday night, so tomorrow night, May 30, and for the date, look at PBS for the time. It's 7 p.m. 7 in Las Vegas, but I think it's 8 in New York City. And there is also going to be a live stream available should you want to watch it from wherever you are in the world. The masters of ceremony also this year for the concert are my dear friend actor Joe Mantegna and the amazing Gary Sinise. They always do an amazing job. And to appear at the program will be General Colin Powell, Gladys Knight, Alan Jackson, Mackie Guyton, Sarah Bareilles, Vince Gill, my favorite, of course, but also actor Steve Buscemi and the National Symphony Orchestra under the baton of famous conductor Jack Everly. One of the things that I love, they have this beautiful story, and they really they pay a memory to the soldier. This is signed for remembering our heroes, and they do an amazing job with that, with all the actors. But they also spotlight some of the people they are honoring, the soldier, and they're gonna have the United States Armed Force in various example, playing and singing. It's always beautiful. So stay tuned, because at the end of the program we're gonna have a little celebrations of this. I will sing for you Amazing Grace. Of course, it's one of the songs that is always sang. And tomorrow, if you are joining me on my Love Song Patreon, there is gonna be a special song in memory of our soldiers, and of course for all my people of the Circle of Love. Is tomorrow at 2 p.m. on the Patreon page. Should you want to join me there, please do so. Coming up this week, for me, something amazing is going to happen this upcoming week, of course. I'm going to LA to record the rhythm section for my new Christmas CD. I know I've been telling you for the longest time, and you have been asking for the longest time when I was doing something with my Christmas music. It's happening. So I'm gonna be going to Los Angeles on Thursday, and I will be recording at the famous Capitol Records. That's me 2 years ago, actually, when I went to Capitol Records as well. I will be recording there. The rhythm section means piano, guitar, drums, and bass, with 8-time Grammy winning producer Greg Field and my dear friend, who will also play drums. And by the way, you can see he has 8 Grammys, and I've been working with him also on my PBS special From Venice We Love. He was the music supervisor. I love Greg, his energy, and he's amazing. I will also be playing drums. He played drums also for Celine Dion, Michael Bublé, but also Frank Sinatra and Ella Fitzgerald. And you see, he made me also hold the Grammy and Oscars, because he's also married to Monica Mancini. There it is. They are exactly a year ago when they were guest here on the Giada Live. That's the beautiful Monica Mancini, the daughter and of Henry Mancini, the man who wrote the Pink Panther tune, but also Moon River. So every time I go to record in Los Angeles, of course, it's nice to go to the studio of Greg as well. Even though we're going to Capitol, we're going later to dinner at the house. And you can hold and touch all the Grammy and the Oscar, play the piano that Harry Mancini used to write Moon River. And it's like a dream to be in the house. But anyway, so Greg will be there, but also 4-time Grammy nominated arranger and pianist Shelley Berg. I wanted to work with him for the longest time. That's Shelley with Gloria Estefan, because of course he's the musical director of Gloria Estefan for many years. And I always wanted to work with Shelley Berg. He's one of the greatest musicians and human being that you can work with. And actually, a few years back, you see some pictures. He lives in Miami, and that's us with Shelley in Miami. And yes, that's Gloria Estefan, that's Rita Moreno, and there's Shelley, of course. And I mean, I went there once, and I was in company of those artists. Can you imagine? It was magic. So, and now I'm working with Shelley. Looking forward to work with him next week. On bass, I'm gonna have the amazing Nathan East. There he is. Nathan played with he's been also on my Giada Live, and basically Nathan East he has played with everybody. Just show some pictures. I mean, there we go. 2 guys of a little group called The Beatles, the Eurythmics. It's the most recorded bass player in history. So Michael Jackson's, everybody, but of course you see Phil Collins and of course Tears in Heaven for, what is the name of the guy? Eric Clapton. Do you guys Tears in Heaven? There is only guitar and bass, and the bass player next to him, it's my dear friend Nathan East. Is gonna be. I have 2 guitar players playing with me. Tariq Akoni, of course, the musical director of Just Groban, and also I know him very well. He's a gentle giant, and he plays guitar like a dream. And I'm gonna meet for the first time and work with Anthony Wilson, which is Diana Kroll guitar player for many years. I've never worked with him, and I'm gonna have also I will be reunited with Don Murray. It's a Grammy winner engineer, so it's gonna be like a dream coming true. Of course, I'm gonna have some amazing duet on the CD. I cannot wait to tell you all about it. Big names. And then after Los Angeles, 2 weeks later, we're gonna fly to London to Abbey Road Studio to record the strings with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. That's the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. I'm gonna be there in the booth in the middle. I still can't believe it, but in the arrangement are gonna be written by Chris Walden and Shelley Berg. For Chris Walden is another legend, young legend of the music, There, he was also part of my PBS special. As you can see, he played trumpet and he conducted the orchestra. So many dreams are coming up. So we're not going live next week with the Giada Live, as you can imagine. I will be traveling, but I will be going live on Capitol Records Studio. So please make sure to like my Facebook page. And there's gonna be a lot of behind the scene on my Patreon page, because Capitol Records is like such a magical place. Frank Sinatra recorded all the records, and everybody who is somebody has been recording in that studio. It's gonna be like magic. As I said, there is gonna be a lot of stuff around the holidays, Christmas. And now I love Christmas. You guys love Christmas. Last year we did this beautiful Christmas live streaming here from Las Vegas, and this coming Christmas there's gonna be a lot of concerts. I can announce already one for the people in Las Vegas. Yeah, now Frankie, you are there. I'm gonna be at the Smith Center on December the 5th. And tomorrow also we'll announce the one in New York City, but put in your agenda, or if you want to fly to Las Vegas, I'm going to be at the Smith Center, save the date, on December 5th here at the Smith Center. They are reopening in September. I closed the Smith Center last year. Do you remember? May 14 was the last concert I did there, and was my concert with songs from the movie. Talking of which, songs of the movies is coming back too. Everything is coming back. And it's gonna be on June 25th at the Redland Bowl, the beautiful Redland Bowl in Los Angeles, in California. They will allow 100% capacity, so I will going from singing in front of a camera for a year and a half for all of you around the world, finally back on a stage with an audience of 5,000 people. If everybody will show up, it's gonna be very special. That's the bowl from an aerial view. It's gonna be beautiful. It's a concert under the stars, so you guys can join me if you want, June 25th. I know many of you are already planning to do so here from Las Vegas. I see Rogers, Sally, and I know Diane and Sally, Lena. Everybody's coming. Jenny, maybe Deborah, you can come too. I saw that Deborah was there. So Frank, you can take a ride too and come there. And Bob and Mary Lou, Bob will be there too. So it's gonna be a beautiful, beautiful circle of love reunion. And there's gonna be a lot of Christmas lighting for me to sing. It's gonna be a magical Christmas. I am so over the moon about this one. Guys, as I said, tomorrow Love Song Sunday I will sing, and I'm singing also now. Before we fly to Italy with the Italian Superstitions, I want to sing something for you. It's a special song written by Ennio Morricone. Ennio Morricone is from Rome, but the song was inspired by Sicily, and the song is called Say, was from the beautiful movie Cinema Paradiso, and I will sing it for you in Italian, and there is a little part in English at the end, and the lyrics of in English, I always wonder who was the writer, and a few years back I discovered it was my dear friend Greg Field wrote English lyrics for a record of Monica Mancini, so I always loved also the English lyrics. Now I know were written by a man I ended up loving too. So here, for all of you loving music, here is Ennio Morricone Say from Cinema Paradiso. Hello everybody, I see a lot of there appearing. Happy Memorial Day weekend, guys. We go to Sicily. Se tu fossi nei miei occhi per un giorno, vedresti la bellezza che, piena di allegria, io trovo dentro agli occhi tuoi, e non so se sia magia o realtà. Se tu fossi nella mia anima un giorno, potresti avere un'idea di ciò che sento io quando mi stringi forte a te, e petto a petto noi respiriamo insieme.
they you could see with my eyes the beauty and happiness I see in you. When I see your eyes, the life I dream of can come true. Or is it just a dream? We are one. Remember, we truly are one here in the circle of love. I see a lot of hello and welcome. If you're watching from the first time, I see, for instance, Paul. Let us know where are you watching from. I see a lot of people appearing for the first time. I see Tony Rizzo. See good morning. And JJ asked me to put the microphone over there. And the microphone makes sometimes a funny noise when I'm singing too loud, right, JJ? So sometimes I sing too loud. I forget that I'm here in my office singing for all of you. So without further ado, we went to Italy with the song, and now we are going to Italy also with. Oh, JJ asked me. There is something going on with the microphone today. So can you hear me, guys, better if I use this mic? I guess so. So I stay on this mic. So we go to Italy now with some interesting facts about Italy. Yes, superstitions. Have you heard of superstizioni, as we say? Italy is one of the most superstitious countries in the world. I think we are only equal to people in Spain and in South America. Maybe we are still the most superstitious. I don't know. There are a lot of everyday superstitions that many Italians believe, and you will learn in a second. Even if they don't believe, they still observe them. And here are 13 superstitions. Yes, 13. You're going to be, oh my gosh, she said 13. Yes. 13 in Italy, though, it's a lucky number. So you don't have to be worried reading a top 13 list in Italy. Some country, of course, would be like bad luck, but in Italy, no. 13, in Italy, it's a lucky number. What is unlucky, actually, is the number, which is a second superstition we have in Italy. So number 13, lucky number. And unlucky number in Italy, yes, feel safe around 13, but be careful around the number 17. Because in Italy, number 17, 17, as we say, it's an unlucky number. Don't be surprised if in our hotel in Italy, you will not find the 17th floor, for instance, like it happens for the 13th in New York. We believe that this number is unlucky because when the Roman numeral 17, you spell it like that, X with a V and two kind of I, is rearranged, you get the word vixi, which in Old Latin means I lived, which symbolizes and is associated to the death. So never talk about a 17, and especially Friday the 17th and Tuesday the 13th, stay away from it. Tuesday 13, you don't start anything on Tuesday 13. Another third superstitions we have, I don't know how many Italians are with us, I see Antonio, for instance, are black cats. In some places in the world, black cats are red cross path and are considered a sign of good luck. Not in Italy. In Italy, if you see a cat doing that, crossing your street, well, you will not see, I can guarantee you, no one single Italian passing through the same streets. They wait that they stop, and they wait that somebody else that maybe have not seen the cat are gonna cross the street. They're not gonna do it because he said it's a symbol of witchcraft and the devil. So it will bring bad luck. As you know, we love our cats because as in Rome and in Venice, we have a special law to protect our cats, but not the black one when they cross the street. Number 4 superstition, making a toast. Making a toast in Italy. Yes, you all see the Italian toasting, but when you are making a toast in Italy, a chin chin, as they say, which is cheers in Italy, be careful. Never do the chin chin with water. It's considered to bring bad luck. And don't do it with a plastic glass. So if you're just like me, you don't drink much wine, do your chin chin with Coca-Cola, with aranciata, which is orange juice, with anything but water. Is considered to bring bad luck. So be careful to do that. And another thing, it's not even between the 13, but I'm always, when we are at table,
if there is bread, always make sure that the bread is side up, because they say when you put it upside down, my parents were freaking out. It brings bad luck, because remember, bread was offered also to Jesus, so you have to be careful with your bread as well, and never throw away bread. We can go home talking about superstition for years. Another gesture, the gesture of the chin chin, if you wonder, I don't know, I love history, comes back to that Romans time. Since the family, and this is very funny, you know, when we do chin chin, sometimes in Italy you also hear say salute, which means good health, good health. And the chin chin and the salute and the good health and the cheers come from the time of the Romans. If you think some Romans inspired movie, you know, that was fairly common in Rome, that if you have somebody was your enemy, you were killing him, poisoning some of his drinks. So when they were doing the toast, they have actually some people that were even tasting the drinks before the famous and important people, because they were afraid they were going to be poisoned. So they were saying, salute, like, let's see if you can survive. So be careful. And the expression chin chin comes actually from Chinese. Yes, the word chin chin in China means please, please. Go figure, right? All these kind of things go one to another. So chin chin, remember, not with water and not with plastic cups. Another thing you have to be careful in Italy is how you use salt and oil of oil. It's another common Italian superstition that if you accidentally spill salt or oil on the table, this could lead to financial ruin. Yes, this idea comes from the ancient times when both oil and salt were common, expensive commodities. In fact, in Rome, the soldiers, if you remember, I told you, they were paid with salt, not with coins, not with money, but with salt, which remind me that the word salary comes from the Italian word sale. So the salary we get here comes from the word sale. So, because remember, the Romans were paid with sale. So be careful also with salt and oil. What to do if you spill salt? Well, if you spill some salt, you don't wanna go through financial ruin. You just pick up some of the salt and you put it 3 times on the back of your on your back, like that. They say three times because that's the number of the Trinity. So 3 times you spill the salt. 1, 2, 3, and you're going to have good luck again. And if you spill the oil, what do? You cannot put the oil. You just take some oil and you grab it behind your left ears. There we go. And you're going to have luck again. So don't spill salt and oil in Italy. In matter of fact, nowhere in the world. Another thing, number 6 of superstitions. I don't know how many of you are Italian there. Be careful where you lay your hat. Your hat. Wherever you lay your head in Italy, make sure that it's not on a bed. Even when you are a tourist, if you go back to your hotel, you're in Italy. Don't put your head on bed. For the Italians, putting a head on bed is very unlucky, because traditionally when a priest was visiting the dying person, was putting the heads on bed. So if you put the head in your bed, they say it will bring death into the family. So don't put the head on your bed. Number 7, how many for dinners? Well, during COVID, dinner was with 1 or 2 people, but now we're going to have a gathering again. So be careful while you are in Italy that you're not going to have on your table 13 people. Why 13? That you see, the l'ultima cena, the last dinner of Jesus Christ. Remember the 12 apostles and then the Last Supper. Then, who was the 13th one that arrived? Was Judas the Iscariot, the one who betrayed Jesus. So the 13 men that take place on table is going to bring bad luck. But if you are sitting on a table with 13, sometimes it happens, and you are a single person, make sure, another one superstition, very big in Italy, make sure that you're not sitting like the lady. Never sit on the corner if you are a single person, because they say sitting on the corner will make you stay single forever. Unless you want to stay single forever, then you know what to do while you are in Italy. You are going to sit on the corner. Another thing, if you are a single, which is number 9, is a big thing in Italy, avoid brooms. Yes. If you are a single woman or a single man and somebody put the broom on your feet and touch your feet with a broom, they say in Italy, you're never gonna get married. And some people really flipped over if that happened. They go to church, they start to light candles, especially in the south of Italy. I know some of you may believe in, you're laughing, Antonio, but it's true. Some people really do believe in that. And another thing, number 10, here in America, they say knock of woods. No, in Italy, is some iron, please. Toccate ferro. In some country, people touch not wood like in America, but in Italy, we practice tocca ferro, touch iron. And you can also do that sign of the corna on the ferro di cavallo, or that kind of thing that brings good luck. This brings good luck, by the way. This is a bad sign if you do it, but if you do it like this, bring good luck. So be careful also how you raise your hand in Italy. I will have maybe an episode about the gestures to you in Italy. Number 11, it's bad luck to celebrate your birthday before the actual date. It's done all the time here in America, and sometimes it makes me think about it. In Italy, they say it brings absolutely bad luck. And we have also many traditions. The people on the south of Italy are even more superstitious than we are. And there are many locals, little ones. So if you are Italian of Italian heritage and you have, if you know of some superstition that I haven't mentioned, please post them there, and I'm going to read them next week. In Naples, for instance, there is an amulet that is called a red chili pepper. They call it cornicello, and that is believed to bring luck in Naples. All the people of Neapolitan heritage, they all have that little thing that takes away the malocchio. It brings, so the malocchio is when you say people can bring good luck, bad luck to you. So they all have this little thing. What makes the cornicello so special is that you cannot even buy it for yourself. It must be gifted to you. So make sure that somebody gifted you a cornicello. When we go to Italy, maybe next year, we should gift each other a cornicello before we start our trip to Italy. I'm going to tell you more in a second. And number 13, don't wish someone best wishes in Italy. Don't say ever buona fortuna, because that brings bad luck. What do we say in Italy? We don't say good luck ever. We never say buona fortuna, but instead we say in bocca al lupo. That means into the wolf mouth, as it means good luck. Like similar things like here, we say break a leg. In the beginning, when I came here, I was like, what means break a leg? I was wearing 9 heels. I was about to go on stage on 9 heels, and they say to me on the staircase, and they say break a leg. I'm like, are you crazy? But it's like in the wolf, they say it's a bad thing, breaking a leg, but because you say so, it will bring good luck. So in Italy, it's gonna be in bocca al lupo. So never wish anybody buona fortuna. A few more that you have to be aware: not to walk under a staircase, like the gentleman is doing that. They said it brings or scaffolding, in a matter of fact, it brings very bad luck. Not to open an umbrella in an house, never ever. Some people sometimes say, let me see if the umbrella is okay, and they open in the house. Not do that in Italy. And the chin chin we were talking about, the salute, make sure that wherever you're doing, watch each and every person, look each and every person in the eyes. If somebody doesn't look in your eyes, or you don't look the person in your eyes, it's gonna be bad luck for wherever person you had the chin chin. I know Italians are very superstitious, and as I say, also any city, every region, north to south of Italy, the both of Italy has different superstitions, and that are not respected in other part of Italy. But as we say in Italy, non è vero ma ci credo, which means it's not true but I believe it. You even find many Italians say that. So if, for instance, every time I go to a city I've never been before, I always Wikipedia if there are some things that bring bad luck, because I think it's not true but I believe it. For instance, in Venice, every time I'm crazy when I see tourists going through the two columns at Piazza San Marco. You see those two columns? Venetians will never walk through the two columns, like the millions of tourists are doing that, because they say that walking between those two columns will bring bad luck, because in the past, that's where Il Patibolo was, where it was a stage where they were hanging people that were condemned to die in Venice. So the Venetians, when the tradition of, let's say, the killing people ended, for the Venetian people, it's still tradition that was the place where many people lost their lives. So it's not good luck to walk between those two columns. So we would never see Venetians do that. So when we will go to Venice next year with the Perillo tour guys, I will remind you not to walk. As I said, I don't believe it, but it can be true. So let's not do that. So guys, I'm gonna share for every city we are gonna be visiting next year with the tour some of these superstitions. So when we are gonna be, for instance, in Verona, there is a famous one. There are many in Rome. So next year when we're gonna be to Italy, we're gonna have some fun doing all these kind of things and stay away from the bad luck. what else can I say? So this was, matter of fact, everything I can tell you about. Next week there's not going to be Giada Live, but in 2 weeks, when we come back with the Giada Live, I will take you to Rome, the capitale d'Italia, and I will share. I already prepared almost the show. There are so many amazing things. Do you remember I talked to you about the syndrome that they have in Florence? That you can, what was it called? The syndrome, the Florence syndrome. You know that. Everything is so beautiful that you can really have a response with tachycardia, vertigo, fainting, confusion. That is really a syndrome. And there is also one in Rome that makes me laugh every time because I've seen people getting that. It's called the Sistine Chapel syndrome. People look at the chapel for hours like this because the Sistine Chapel is so beautiful. You know what happened to your neck? Is some of you has a problem with the neck? Well, you throw back your neck, your head like this for half an hour, and suddenly you cannot come back up watching the fresco and the Michelangelo thing, and you are going to be fainting. I've seen many people fainting. I always thought it was the hot weather, but now I've learned that it's really a syndrome. We're staying like this for too long. So, guys, when we can travel again next year, we go to Rome, I will remind people, put heads down. We're going to have like break for a coffee or something. So I'm gonna teach you some Italian words, but before I do that, we've all been in this things called COVID-19, and you remember we had to do the quarantine. I was always interested to know where the word quarantine came from. You know, when we have to stay for 10 days inside our house. I'm Venetians, born and raised in Venice. And actually the word quarantine comes from a Venetian word. And for a Venetian traditions that they had in Venice. You remember the Venetians were like... they were traveling the world and they were like an explorer. So during the bubonic plague, when the Venetians were going all around the world, when the boats were coming back, they were not allowed to go right away back home. They had to stay in what they call in 40, which means 40 in Italian, 40, the number 40. So they had to stay for 40 days, for 40 days, separated from the family. So they started to call it the quarantina, the 40 days that they needed to stay away from the people. So the ship were entering Venice, were forced to anchor offshore for full 40 days to prevent the spread of the disease. More or less what we needed to do during COVID. If we were going somewhere, we needed to quarantine for 10 days, never 40 days, thank God. I don't know why the Venetian did it for 40 days. Maybe we have missed something that we should have done during COVID, to quarantine for 40 days, all of us in the world, and maybe COVID would have been destroyed even earlier. Sometimes we forget things that we should have learned from the past, and we forgot all about it. So quarantine comes from a Venetian word, quarantina. La quarantina veneziana. So we're going to learn also, before we learn some Italian, some American Sign Language. You know, when COVID started, and I started the Giada Live actually a year and a half ago, almost 2 years. No, a year and a half ago, March 14. So yeah, it's a year and a half ago. My friend Diane Fiorentino made me as a son who is deaf, and she told me how difficult it was for deaf people to communicate, even extra difficult, because we were wearing those masks. And by the way, we still need to wear those masks. Even though many people are not wearing them, I still wear them. So with a mask, many deaf people, they cannot hear us, but they could read our lips very well. With the mask was a disaster for them. So I decided to educate myself and all the people watching to American Sign Language, thanks to Diane Fiorentino. And I have learned so much word, and so have you. You know, we have learned the sign of I love you. There is an international sign, which is I love and you, but all together is like this. And I'm going to teach you a few more letters of the alphabet today. We have learned so many words. Today, we have learned that this weekend we are going to remember our soldier during the Memorial weekend. So many, many words thanks to her. And I always wonder, and JJ actually asked me, when did they originated? When did they started American Sign Language? So I Wikipedia, because that's normally where I find my knowledge. And I found that it emerged as a language in the American School for the Deaf, and was founded by Thomas Gallaudet in 1717. So not no long time ago, in West Hartford, Connecticut. Any people from Connecticut were the American Sign Language originated in West Hartford, Connecticut, and it came from an old language that was French. It was Old French Sign Language. So American Sign Language is very close to which is the French Sign Language, the LSF, and it's been I don't know, Diane, maybe if we go to France and we start to do American Sign Language, people, they are deaf in France, may be able to understand us. So since then, it's been used by all the deaf community organizations around the United States. And despite its wide use, no accurate count of the American Sign Language users has been taken. They say that maybe 250,000 to 500 million people in America can sign, so which is a lot, 500,000. But I'm doing anything I can to spread deaf awareness. So, and I'm teaching all of you American Sign Language. And by the way, it turns out practical. This week I was having dinner in a place that was very noisy with Diane, Alina, and all my friends here in Las Vegas. And I had a cell at the other side of the table, and I wanted to communicate with him, and we did it in sign language. I mean, I knew just a little bit, but can you imagine if I knew everything? No need to use our ears of our voice. We can just sign. That's amazing. So here we go with a few more signs. Do you remember? 2 weeks ago, I teach you the alphabet, 3 letters every time. So we learned the letter A. We learned the letter B. We learned the letter C. So A, B, C. A, B, C. So we go on this week. We are gonna on with the D, which is very easy because it's number 1. Diana was saying my name is number 1. It's almost a D. Can you see the D? So this is the letter D. So D. Then there is the letter E. That is almost like the A, but it's a little bit more open. Remember, the A is like this, and this is the A. And then there is the F. Make me think is like this. So this is the D. And this is the F. This is the F. See? That's the difference. And this is the D. Number 1 is the D. And this is the F. So I repeat the last 3 that we have learned today. So A, B, C, you already know. Then you're going to have the D, which is the number 1, D. And then you're going to have the A, which is almost like this. You put all your hands like this. Yeah. And then the E, sorry, and then, did I say the F? And then there's going to be the F, which we have to practice. Diane said we can start, now we know 6 letters, so we can, for instance, say a sign for our face. So how do we spell face? Well, this is the F, no, this is the F, F, A, C, E. So if you see a deaf person and you want to say you have a beautiful, beautiful face, you can say you have a beautiful, and then you're going to do the F. I still triangle F, and then is the A, the C, and the E. So you tell somebody he has a beautiful face, you're going to make him happy. Do you remember last week I also teach you how are you? This is the saying, how are you? How are you doing? And you remember this was good, this was very good or very good, and this was so and so. So thanks to Diane also, we know, for instance, now that this Sunday, today, which is the same for today, this is the sign for today, is going to be, and this is the sign for week. So you want to say this is today, this is week, and this weekend we are going to be honoring our hero, the soldier. So it's going to be a very special, close to my heart celebration. And now I'm going to teach you some Italian. Last week, remember, I teach you come state. You remember? If I want to talk to more people, I'm going to say come state, how are you, for a group of people. I also told you that in Italy, to make it more complicated, it's not only an how are you, but there is only a come stai, if he's a family member of somebody you know well enough, or come sta is more formal, like a doctor, a policeman, a judgment, or come state if it's a group of people. So I'm asking you, ragazzi, come state? And you are going to say bene, if you want to say bene. Bene, male, and of course somebody will say, how do we say buongiorno? Yes, it's very fast. Today, words of the day: buongiorno, good morning, buongiorno. You hear it all the time. If you go Venice, Rome, Florence, you're gonna hear buongiorno, which means good morning. JJ, do you have the card? Or no? JJ's gonna have it. Then you're gonna have good afternoon. No, that's a come stai. Nah, that's the bene, benissimo. All the stuff I said. JJ is, probably because I messed up. But anyway, here it comes. Good morning. Buongiorno. That was the lesson of last week. Buon pomeriggio. You don't hear it that often, but it's good afternoon. Buon pomeriggio. Then, of course, you hear it a lot. Buonasera, which means good evening. It's not really good night, it's good evening, because good night is buonanotte. Buonanotte, good evening, and good morning, and good afternoon. So here we go. Buongiorno, buon pomeriggio, buonasera, buonanotte. And you have learned, I want to teach you some Italian because, as I said, last year we were not able to go to Italy with the Perillo tour, but normally I always do every year a tour with all my fans and friends. And I see also Bob and Mary Lou join me. It was nice to see you this week. I know Bob and Mary Lou is going to be with me, and hopefully all of you are going to be with me next year. It's a trip that I'm doing every year with the Perillo tours, which are, let's say, the best when it comes to put together a tour for people. So if you're interested in coming to Italy with me, there is going to be, of course, we're going to visit Venice, Verona, Florence, and Rome. We're going to be there for 1 week. There is going to be also a private concert in Florence. We're going to have cooking classes. We're going to have wine tasting and tons of fun. You're going to be see Italy not as a tourist, but with the eyes of an Italian. I was born and raised there, and I love to show people the Italy I love, the Italy, not the Italy from the tourists, the Italy that we live as Italian every day, normal things, so normal nice restaurants, not the touristic place. Here you see some pictures of me in Italy. It's always such a joy. That's my beautiful hometown, Venice, of course. And that's Verona, the Arena di Verona that we'll go and see. And that's Rome, of course, the capital of Italy, with La Città del Vaticano. Do you remember the smallest state of Italy? And then, of course, it's Il Colosseo. We talk about it. And when we're going to Italy next year, one thing we are going to say when you meet somebody is going to be nice to meet you, which in Italiano è piacere di conoscerla. And to make things originally is piacere di conoscerla. Very difficult for you guys in America to pronounce piacere di conoscerla. I have a good news. You can say piacere. So when you meet somebody, say, come ti chiami? What's your name? Or come si chiama, if you remember it's a police officer. Or you can answer, mi chiamo Giada, piacere. You don't have to say piacere di conoscerla. È molto difficile. It's very difficult for you guys to say conoscerla. So you can just say, come ti chiami? Mi chiamo Giada, molto piacere. It's enough. You can say molto piacere, nice to meet you, piacere. So piacere, I always try to make things easy. Actually, I have to make things a little bit easier for you guys, because next year when we go to Italy, of course, I will be doing the translations, but I want you guys to be, like you say, I want you to be like more independent, and you're going to have a lot of time by yourself to do stuff when we go around. So I would say, without further ado, I'm going to sing for you Amazing Grace, because we are celebrating, remember, this. We are remembering our hero on this Memorial Day weekend. And tomorrow there's going to be more celebrations. Tune in tomorrow night to see the concert that I told you on PBS. It's spectacular. I always watch it with so much joy. And I just got the news that I'll be invited by Len and Linda tomorrow night to have a dinner and to talk about stuff with them. As I said, it was a great week with a lot of ups and downs. So guys, forgetting the down and talking about the up, we are remembering our hero. So here it's a beautiful, beautiful team. I see also a lot from, let me see first, Jeju, who is there. I see Paul Cirone from Australia. Buongiorno, Paul. Who is there? Diane, of course, from here. Carol, where are you, Carol, from? If you're new, where is she from? Australia too. Buongiorno anche a te. Richard Hunger, of course. We have Richard all the way from Liverpool. Angela Cacciatore, ciao from the Thunder Bay, Ontario. Oh, abbiamo Canada con noi. Of course, Bob and Mary Lou. Linda from the Berlin, Connecticut. I was talking about Connecticut. And then we have even some Alejandra, my love, from Uruguay. And we also have Behira from Egypt. Then we have Sal from Vegas, Antonio all the way from Ireland, and then we have Beatrice. Ciao Beatrice Brown. Where are you watching from? Angela Marsiglia from Cape Town, South Africa. Really, we have people from everywhere. We have also Judy, she's from Corning, New York. And then we have Paul. Paul, where are you watching from? I think England. England. Paul McGinley. Are you watching from where? England. And then we have Claudia Gonzalves. Are you watching from somewhere, South America, beautiful country? And Tony Rizzo, of course. I don't know where you're from. Let us know. So if you're new, Roger from Las Vegas, Stephanie Ray, I don't know where you're from, Doris Marcinelli. Where are you guys watching from? Nobody watching from Italia. C'è qualcuno che ci sta guardando dall'Italia? È quasi ora di andare a dormire, quindi se ci state guardando non siete dei dormiglioni, vi piace andare a dormire tardi. So, guys, I'm going to sing for you Amazing Grace, and then we're going to wrap it up, and I'm going to tell you, see you tomorrow on my Giada Love Song. So, guys, let's be respectful and show some respect for our heroes, for all the soldiers, all the people that give their life for our freedom. I have respect and love and honor, and it's you're gonna hear it a lot this weekend here in the United States. So I'm gonna sing for you Amazing Grace. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wreck like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Through many dangers, toils and snare, we have already come. 'Twas grace that brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. I once was blind, but now I'm found. 'Twas blind, but now I see. Honoring all our heroes, the people that lost their life for our freedom, for our good life. And let's not complain about COVID. Let's not complain about anything. We have everything in this world. We have our health, we have our friends. Even if we cannot touch them, even if we cannot hug them, we are free. And that's a gift that we have thanks to our amazing hero. We are remembering this weekend. Guys, Antonella Giorgio, also la mia cuginetta, is there. If you are a military watching, thank you for serving this country. If you know somebody who lost their life to give in our freedom, let's honor them and God bless to them. Please continue to like my page if you haven't done it, if you're here for the first time, to follow me on YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I hope to see some of you. I will leave you with an Italian sentence, as I always say, that you should know because I told this a few weeks ago. Ciao e grazie, and ci vediamo domani, which means thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow on my Giada Love Song Sunday. Thank you all, guys, from my circle of love for being with me. Raise your hand and say I love you, and let's stay all of us connected. Love you guys. Thank you for being with me. Ci vediamo domani for the one of you on Patreon. Ciao. Dankeschön, dear old Dankeschön. Thank you for seeing me again. Though I'm here in my solitude, I know you are there, and in my heart
I smile again, and so I sing here in my solitude, waiting to see you, same time, same place, and I can't wait to say again, Dankeschön, Dankeschön, Dankeschön.